Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's uh mostly Let's Play. Last time we left off, we had stopped in the sewers. So this next part coming up, I'm gonna play as Ada, and yeah,
Identify yourself.
Leon was like, "Who?"
She's who we're looking for.
Not much.
All right, everybody. So some backstory for my day. I just got in from work.
You can run, Annette,
You know,
but you
I'm not
can't
tired,
hide.
but I'm that special tired you are when you're when you get in from work and you're like, I get to like do my day now, but then it's like, oh, but I just work. I deserve a break, but it's like, no, you don't deserve a break. No breaks. You keep doing. You're gonna sit in your chair and you're gonna talk to yourself in hopes that people will listen. This is me, by the way, talking to myself in the mirror. You know what I mean? So I'm back from work. We're today a whole bunch of as we're always gonna do. We're gonna talk some game news. What happened today? Well, yesterday it was announced that Mass Effect is finally getting that remaster that was stewing in the rumor mill. So yay, Mass Effect for all the fans of Mass Effect out there, which there are many. It's finally getting that remaster that we all knew one day was coming, and it's really exciting. So I'm happy for all the fans. I personally don't care about Mass Effect. It's not that I don't like. It's not that I'm undercutting anything it's done. I just, for me, it was never like a big game. It's a big game, but for me, it was That's. Did anyone not see me shoot his head, or am I tripping? For me, I could have always took it or leave it. You know what I mean? It was never a priority for me. A friend of mine, Mickey, I remember she got the trilogy on PC, and I was super jealous because she had a computer that could run it, and I was like, oh man, maybe one day I'll step my game up, and here I am, game stepped up, and I'm playing on PC, Resident Evil, and it feels good, it feels great, and I realized I was foolish to be jealous because now my computer shits all over hers. So Mickey, if you're watching, so yeah, um,
Persistent fast.
but Mass Effect got announced, which is great for Mass Effect the series because that means maybe we'll get a real sequel because many believe that Andromeda was a shit show. I've never played Andromeda. I heard it had a lot to offer. I heard it could have been amazing. That's what I heard from a good friend of mine who's a big fan of Mass Effect. So I don't know. Maybe. In other gaming news, we got Miles Morales has been confirmed to be. Some users report 8 to 10 hours, and other users report 11 to 12. So the fear that a lot of fans had was, would it be like a shorter, smaller, Uncharted Lost Legacy deal? It seems to have been confirmed where it is that sort of length, which isn't a bad thing. Lost Legacy is probably the best Uncharted game next to like 1 and 4. So yeah, I don't think it being short in quotation marks, because 11 hours is a long time, especially if you do everything. Uh, I don't think it being short is a problem. As long as the gameplay is nailed, as long as everything is where it should be, I think we're in a ballpark for an amazing game, probably game of the year, to be honest. Uh, so also the PS5 being so close to release, the the reviews are in. The review copies went out to several retailers and reviewers, and the reviews are in. It's an amazing machine, guys. It's an amazing machine, and that's exciting for me. I know I'm playing this on PC, and I got a really good computer now, but I'm still gonna buy it. I'm still getting it. It's still something I'm looking forward to because it's gonna have exclusives, at least exclusives for a little bit. Like Godfall wasn't exclusive, but it's been revealed that it's coming out to PC in May next year. I hope it has cross save because I'm not starting over. So, you know, I think exclusives are sort of going to go the way of the dodo once everything sort of catches up to each other. I think exclusives are great because they sell your brand. Like look at Nintendo; their entire thing is exclusives. They don't care. And Microsoft and PlayStation need to have that same attitude where look, we have these specific exclusives, and then everything else is free game. And PlayStation kind of has that with Nathan Drake and God of War, Horizon. It sort of built that exclusive library that's respectable. So all I can hope is that it continues to do that. I kind of wish Godfall would have stayed a PlayStation exclusive. I understand it needs a bigger market, and it's sort of a gamble. It's a loot game. It's a new IP, and we've talked extensively on this channel about how like developers don't like, publishers I should say, don't like to take chances on new IPs. They don't like to let them stand on their own legs. And that being said, I can see how, they were like, well, maybe we put this one on out on all of them. Maybe this one goes out on every console. And whatever. I would have went the other way. Oh, that was my last bullet. I actually, okay. I didn't know that. Are there bullets over here? I haven't played normally in a long time. Oh, man. That's the shoddy bullets. This is a bad drone, boys. I actually need a single bullet for this part right here. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well. Alright, let me... Okay. Well, here we go. Here it comes. Here comes the sad. That guy who just went under is a G. You need a single bullet to shoot him, make him pop up, and then you can run right by him. But without the bullet, he jumps up and grabs you. Let's see what we can do. Come on. Fake news, boys. Well, there's the knife. I needed that for later. Alright, I need you to do like a regular attack or something. Do a shitty attack. Do like the head attack. Yeah! Yeah, you did what I needed you to do. Yeah! Yeah! You're a bitch. Anyway, back to gaming news. We got I was talking about Godfall. Sorry, I get sidetracked. Everybody knows that. So I kind of wish Godfall would have stayed a PS5 exclusive, because you need that. And for any detractors who say you don't need that, look at Nintendo. The Switch is probably the best-selling console ever. Like a Nintendo console ever, because of its incredible lineup of first-party exclusives. Like, I can't play Breath of the Wild on my PC. I can't do that. Not legally. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Nintendo. Look no further than Nintendo to know that console exclusives, while some say, oh, that's a bad thing, Nintendo doesn't care, and everybody loves Nintendo. Everybody loves Nintendo. And on Nintendo's entire library is console. I can't play Ring Fit on the PlayStation 4. I wonder why my frames are doing that. Why are they dropping like that randomly? I'm gonna have to investigate that. I don't like that. I need a smooth experience all the way through. But yeah, they don't care. I can't play Mario Party on anything but the Switch. So look no further than Nintendo for any counter argument. Oh, actually, that's a bad scene. Any counter argument of, well, you need exclusives. You don't. I mean, you do. You need exclusives. You don't need not exclusives. You don't need to say, well, everything is for everything. And that's what happened to Xbox last generation, and the reason people saw it as a weaker system, even though it's a more powerful machine. It didn't give you a reason to play it, because for a guy like me, I can just play those games on my PC and it'll run better. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's always been my stance on it. I want all three to be competitive, and right now Xbox hasn't been. Xbox recently made a huge purchase of ZeniMax, and that purchase included too many things to list, but Doom, Elder Scrolls, a couple of other big names. They bought Tango Gameworks technically, so like The Evil Within. You know what I mean? So they're actually primed to really, really be something this generation coming up, and I have nothing but high hopes for them. I really would like to see them shine. I am not going to buy an Xbox, but the thing is, they release their games on both, so I can just play the Xbox exclusives in quotations on my PC and have a great time. So I got nothing to lose by rooting for Xbox. I'm rooting for the home team, and the home team is games. I want all good games this generation from everybody. I can't stress enough how important it is that we just get a lineup that we never forget. I think the PS4 generation and the Xbox uh, whatever it was called, generation has been benchmarked by just unforgettable games, and I want that to continue. And I think it will, at least from the Xbox, the Microsoft side, because it's going to be a whole bunch of games because of their shrewd acquisitions of studios that they've been doing.
This is
And
getting worse.
on the PlayStation side, I really hope that they know when to hold them and when to fold them in terms of exclusive and not exclusive. I would really like them to have a strong lineup of exclusives, but also some games that they share. You know. Well, speaking of games that they share, a game I was looking forward to for the Microsoft platform, The Medium, has been pushed back to next year, I think, or pushed back. It was supposed to come out in December, I think, and now it's been pushed back, or it was supposed to come out at launch, and now it's been pushed back to December. I don't quite remember the actual peaking order of that, but I think I'm right. But I was looking forward to that, and I hope there's no issues with it. I hope it launches and does well. It was one of the most interesting ones out of the entire launch catalog that they had. That showcase that they showed off all the games. The Medium looked really interesting, and I hope what's happening there? What's happening with that? Also, what's happening with my frames? Fall over, fall over. Come on, thanks. So in the speed run, I wouldn't get this, and I would just use 3 knives on G3 and G4. But this is not a speed run, and I'm just sort of playing here with you guys. So we're just rocking out with the flamethrower strat. And I don't know. I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling hopeful about this because Thursday. I mean, can you believe it? We've been talking about it for it seems like forever now. And Thursday is when it happens. Thursday is when the world changes. You know, tomorrow when the war began. You know what I mean? Anybody ever see that movie? Terrible movie, but I like the title. So Thursday is when everything that we've known is reinforced, and hopefully, please don't grab me. I actually can't get grabbed right now. Yes, Queen, slay. Let's go. All right, I still got the one knife. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. We're in good shape, boys. So what I'll do is I'll make it back to that checkpoint for you guys. I'll save it, and then we'll call it an episode. And then I will rock out with the next episode tomorrow or whenever you're watching this. For you, it's right now. For me, it's tomorrow. Isn't it cool how time works? All right, so we got a cool dodge here if I can pull it off. I won't pull it off, so I'm just going to shoot them. It depends on where they're standing. If they're standing where I need them to be... All right, I think, actually, we might be litty. Tory Lanes. Hey! Did you see that? Aha! All right, so that went off without a hitch. I'm actually super excited. Oh my gosh. OMG. They're coming up on the save point. Next episode, we're going to talk more about what took place in the gaming world this week. All right, we're going to save it here. So that's boiler. That, as I mentioned last episode, that's my checkpoint to practice dogs, because those dogs, man, they're fake. Let me save it here. All right, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in. We're going to rock out with that one. We'll get you again next week or this week or whenever you're watching it. You stay tuned. We're going to beat this game. It's probably going to end up being like 10 episodes because, as I mentioned before, I'm super good at this. So, you know. All right.